Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah. Then I hit that.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing. Prescott. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Elliott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein.
A 27-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. The interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Cowboys. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Cardinals 0.
Touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Then on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4-yard pickup on the play. And the Cardinal 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, and this one's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. It's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 19-yard
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Elliott. Down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
taken down.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now they're staring at 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To C.D. Lamb.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Byron Murphy.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
A 44-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my...
It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Prescott.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Off the play fake, Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st down, Prescott.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, Prescott. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Cardinals 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. He just bumped up his personal stats with a 2nd score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think that. I just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
No, you are.
They take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now they'll throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. 10 carry now for Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ezekiel Elliott.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
3-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
For Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and that'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. One all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. it's caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. This to Jarwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
He'll look to throw.
There, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Prescott. He's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and goal, a touchdown. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from 51 yards for the win. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Except for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And again this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For the running back.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin him down deep, and play field position.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And what can Prescott do in the OT? Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one, unsuccessfully.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to win it in overtime. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this game will remain tied. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome of the kind of game that we had, pretty evenly matched. But here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, it makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.